Punishment is a fundamental concept in the criminal law. There is disagreement about its purpose. Deterrence, that it discourages some. Rehabilitation, that it makes some better. Incapacitation, that it locks them up. And retribution, where we get an eye for an eye. But although there's disagreement about its purpose, all agree that in order to be effective, punishment must be swift and it must be certain. Hello and welcome to Justice. I'm Judge Jeanine Pirro. This week, Hillary Clinton agrees to face Congress on Benghazi. And this week, President Obama threatens Syria not to cross his red line. As for Hillary, more than 3 months after the brutal murders of 4 Americans, Hillary agrees to talk about the findings of the very report that she herself commissioned on her very own department and what her very own department will now do to remedy the security problems. So why now? Like a defendant in a criminal case, you wait until everyone else has spoken. There's a CIA timeline, a DOD timeline, sworn testimony from State Department and military personnel. Just about everything is already out. So what's to tell? Is she going to tell us that there wasn't enough security or that we should have done more? Honestly, we're all getting tired of the questions that we already know the answers to. What we want to know is why our consulate did not meet the minimum physical security standards, why our ambassador's pleas for help were ignored. Did she and the president watch in real time as the drone showed Americans begging for backup? Was she in the Situation Room? How about another one of those Situation Room pictures? Why did no one send help? And why, when the body of Ty Woods was brought back to Andrews Air Force Base, did she tell his father they were going to arrest the man who made the video? Where did she even come up with a video? And finally, will her latest Accountability Review Board's findings be filed right alongside the one from the 1998 attacks on our embassies in Kenya and Tanzania? A lot of good that report did Chris Stevens, Ty Woods, Glenn Doherty, and Sean Smith. So here we are 3 months later. If we didn't respond that night to help Americans, what makes anyone think we're going to punish the people who killed them? And by the way, the only one arrested from that mess is some schmuck who violated his probation. Which brings me to the issue of punishment, the United States and its place on the world stage.
We have been very clear to the Assad regime, but also to other players on the ground, that a red line for us is we start seeing a whole bunch of chemical weapons moving around or being utilized.
But in recent days, that's exactly what intelligence agencies fear has happened, that Syrian troops have indeed mixed chemicals for sarin, a deadly nerve gas. So will the president follow through on his threat? What to do, Mr. President? How about change the red line?
The President of the United States has made very clear that there will be consequences. There will be consequences if the Assad regime makes a terrible mistake by using these chemical weapons on their own people.
Did we just move the red line? Why would anyone be afraid of us? But oh, I forgot.
President Obama has made this world safer. He's restored America's respect around the world.
So we threatened with the red line that we conveniently moved after it was crossed, and then we claim that we're respected around the world. Really? All the while, the Middle East chanting death to Americans, burning our flag while we give them money. And so here we are, another week where we don't react to the murder of 4 Americans, where we back off our threats, all the while continuing to give countries who don't respect us our money. It does nothing to reaffirm to terrorists, but to reaffirm to them that we are not strong, that we don't mean what we say, and we don't say what we mean. To go to the beginning, punishment, irrespective of its purpose, must be swift and it must be certain. The only thing that's certain right now is that we don't mean what we say, and we don't say what we mean.